Hey, it's you and me again. Let me turn it down just a bit. Yeah, hey guys. uh, I guess, I finally beat the game. Total Chaos. I did the ending. Now I'm on my second playthrough. Where you go for the survivalist difficulty, so the harder one. And yeah, there is no other way. So yeah, I was hoping I could talk about the central theme of the game. And now that I've completed it and I understand that, the message is the same, obviously. Um, if I do recall, I'm not gonna get a weapon until like the beginning of the second chapter, so that's fine. Uh, um, I guess I can get rid of some of the health things. I can show the health status, I guess. Get rid of the crosshair. That's like the only thing I'll probably change, actually. Alright. So, there isn't really. Damn, it's dark. There isn't really much to say. I mean, the game mentions it literally beforehand, but the central theme, I think that the warning is literally like if you have. Yeah. Yeah. It's literally if you have depression or suffer with loneliness, like, please be cautionary. And this game tackles the subject pretty well. I'm not saying like, oh, it's like I'm not Gordon Ramsay of a mental illness. I know that. It's just when I'm going through this game, there's a lot of moments where I felt kind of emotional a bit. Uh, but like it was only because like I really saw the like obviously the twist was the same. Oh wow, you got. Oh no, you're getting it a lot early. Oh damn it, that ain't good. You're getting it a lot earlier. Okay. Ah, you get a lot of. It kind of it kind of obviously it hit a lot more than it would normally, but it was in the forefront of understanding TJ's character. Then Tyler, yeah, Tyler's character, um, as a whole, you know, trying to understand. As to Tyler's character, you, Um, gotta find her record now. And how much space does it take? Two, it even takes weight. That is crazy. But yeah, it's Tyler's I don't know, it's Tyler's mental health is definitely like I'm not saying like because a lot obviously uh a lot more things were different. Obviously I'm not saying I'm just like Tyler for real. He's is way more extreme. He's going through uh I guess I could just walk around for now. Tyler's going through a lot more than like me, right? Obviously, and it's like, but I understand that like it's generally obviously it's about it's about depression and loneliness, and for every time, like even the scene with like Brian, I understood like okay, like neglecting the help even though like it's offered to you, like it's the amount of things, how hard it is, like when you cut off everything, all you see is just that solution. Even on the walls, one of the sections towards the end of the game mentions everything that I've said to myself several times, many times. Whether it's like, like it's not, it's permanent, or it's I've said the thing on the wall, and I've saying those things. I've said the same thing Tyler has, and it's interesting to see it in the game be represented pretty, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty kind of cool to see, I guess. Like, this is how I feel. Like, if not to this extreme. I mean, not. I mean, I feel like because it's like the demons and the enemies you fight in the game are generally linked to like Tyler's demise of trying to fight against the idea of it. They're trying to prevent you from doing it in a way. They're doing all their best, and or like they're trying to make you. I don't know. But the point is, like, it's they're trying to, because when he hangs himself in the end, he he like tries to. The enemies attack him while he's like suffocating. Like the enemies are attacking him, and once it's done, like he's just dead. So it's like, yeah, it's like in order to, I don't know, like, yeah, Tyler goes through a lot. I mean, the sense of hopelessness is very clear in the game, and the messages on the walls allude to how Tyler's dealing with thinking about all this. And once you reject Richard's help, it really does pivot downhill from there because he rejects all help and even a chance of hope. And that's not even to mention the things, because I was purposely going for this ending, but there's tons of things that you could do to like get the better ending or like get a good ending, get the good ending. And given they make the game a lot harder to get the good stuff, to get the good ending, oh, what a shock! It's a lot harder um, to do, and I think that in itself is a very poetic, not poetic. It's a very ironic and a very true telling of just how it is in real life. Obviously, right? Like in real life, the depression kind of out of it, the loneliness. I can't really. I don't know. Loneliness. Even with others, I don't know. I still have this sense of. I just. I had like a golden goose at one point, but I didn't even appreciate it as much or as I should, because I just don't believe in it. And it's really sad to know that it really does, obviously, man, this depression, it's bad, yeah, it's bad. But the times I've hurt myself and thought about this game really, I'm not saying it helps. I'm just saying it puts it all into perspective of how, I kind of been feeling. I can't, most of the time, I can't really put into words how I'm feeling. Um, I but a lot of the time it's like this. A lot of the people around me like to say demons are attacking. You gotta, I guess this game does the same, but I don't say them. I don't. It's just me, and this whole game is you are the one that's leading it to how, like the result, like it's you who's guiding Tyler to like either it's a good thing or like either you're guiding Tyler to get the help that he needs and to give him hope, or you guide Tyler to inevitably help him make the choice that he set out to do, and that was to end it all. And with doing that, you are the catalyst. He says all of I don't know. The game really is trippy on that. So I guess it is psychological. Like it really still trips me out uh, how this is all for like all of this is to help Tyler either finish the job or initially it's to help Tyler finish the job. But if you go along the path, there are ways to help Tyler see that it's not the only way, and it's very it's very interesting to say the least. I like how it is. Obviously, I don't think you could publish the game if there wasn't a good ending. But I think it's very. It's just because the bad ending is so natural, right? Uh, it's so natural and like there's like you don't have to try at all to get the bad ending, quote unquote, right? Like it comes natural. You don't like if maybe the Richard thing, like, but it's really I don't know. I know that's usually how it is, right? Like it's the bad ending's pretty much the first one you get. But in this game, I feel like it's more off to the side than other games when getting an ending. That's on this like secretive. Sometimes the options are as clear as day on what you have to do in order to get the good ending, right? But in this game, there isn't really a set thing to be like, oh yeah, this is you do this, you do that. It's really just like I wouldn't even thought of that. I don't know. Like without a guide, obviously, I probably would have never figured it out. But it's always it's just crazy to see like how hard it is to get this good ending and how much harder it is than just the quote unquote regular, the regular ending. Um, and I think it's just fitting that I do this mode on trying to get the good ending, right? And there are tons. I think there's benefits that if you do the good ending stuff, there are like little benefits you do get. I think you do get more rewards, you get more stuff that helps you out. But it's little things like that that send a pretty good message, I think. And it's a message that I don't really believe as of now, but I know it's a good message. But I think one day I'll get there. But it's just that the good work you have to put into work to really want to get out of this kind of headspace, and you have to. It's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard to really find that to clear the flaw, to clear the fog of what you're thinking. So it's a lot. with someone, especially alone. Not Isaac, Tyler was suffering with. He got diagnosed with cancer, and everyone left him at Fort Oasis. His wife took the kid. His wife was pregnant and went off and get home treatment. And he was pretty much left alone on the island. And his friend Richard left him. He was alone, and when you're alone, things don't really. Even when I'm alone, even when I'm with people, it doesn't really help. But sometimes it's like it helps, and it's like when you've been stuck in your ways for so long, it's just really hard to really see like the light at the end of this tunnel for most people. And I think, obviously, I think if I really, I think on my second playthrough or third, I don't know, probably take three. Hopefully, it really takes time to like you get an idea of how hard it is for Tyler to go through this and really manage even wanting to keep going, and that's why in the end he wins, right? He does what he set out to do. He even says like, "Oh, you just needed someone to do the push for you, and that's what you're here for. That's why you're on the island to help Tyler get the push that he needed to do this." And am I lost? Like, am I stuck in here? What the? Like, that's your goal. Your goal isn't to help Tyler. Your goal is to help him finish the job. He doesn't tell you straight out at first, but obviously he's there. And you, I feel like you basically play as Tyler's like last hope, I guess. And it's like in his head, this is his like you are his last hope. But you take like you're him, right? You play as him, and you're basically you're trying to just giving that extra push. You're trying to make him connect the puzzle. Cut off ties, make it easier for him, and it's basically that's your goal. And it's really interesting to see it unfold. The representations of each area could probably be dissected a lot more better by some guy on YouTube. I feel like I have a general idea. I probably when I go through it, I can probably get a better idea. But for now, it's pretty up in the air. Like the librarian one, I feel like is more of like a seance nuance on how like he's feeling as a whole, like the stories that he's come up with himself, and it even says that he wrote a book. I think that's in the achievement. So I think he wrote a book about how he's feeling, and even then, it's like it's pretty insane to think. And I don't know, it's a puzzle to go with all this, and I'm just talking. But yeah, Omega is left. But yeah, it's I've basically all this to say. I beat the game. There's a lot more I could say. Probably when I'm replaying this and get back when I record it, I'll probably comment on the area and what I thought of it, how I thought, how it made me feel about the depression, how it made like how I saw it through my own experience and how I'm thinking now. um, do I? I don't know. I mean, I know it's like they give you. I know it's like most of the time in games, warnings don't really matter. Because it's just a video game, I guess. I know it's not just, but I mean, like, it's, I don't know. Sometimes it is, though. Sometimes, like, it hits you. And especially on a topic like this, which is why I really appreciated this game. And it's why I really liked it a lot, because it does tackle. It tackles what I've been feeling forever now. And although it is extreme, I do feel this character in all aspects to some extent, and the people that watch this, there's not that many people watch this, but by my I know some people who might watch this, and I really encourage them to like get a recap video. And I wish I could show this game to my family members or something. And I wish like I could show them like a 5 minute summary of this game. I don't know, but I don't like it's whenever they ask me like, oh, how do you feel? How do you feel? How are you? I feel like just answering with like a 5 minute recap of this video game, right? Like it's I know it's really a loser thing to say, but it's really just a lot of it really speaks to home. And am I proud of that? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like it's not like I don't know. I'm just saying, like it does. I really get it, and you know, it's like big whoop, right? Big whoop. I know. I wish I could tell him, like, of course. It's just like it's a given, right? But yeah, the good, of course, the good. I don't know, I'm just saying the good is really hard to do sometimes. Maybe one day, but I don't know. I don't know. I've had this epiphany, that kind of helped, I guess, a bit. Whenever I get into thoughts like these, sometimes it works, but the epiphany is I don't know why the people around me love me. I don't know why. I'll tell them this because I know they won't watch this in time. In case I do, so I don't know. I don't think I will. But uh, I the epiphany I had was like the reason why, like, I don't know why the people around me in my life love me. I don't know why. I don't. But I will stay around to figure out why. I will find out why. I guess. I know that's pretty, but I think that's like what you're supposed to do, right? But I just gotta find out why. Only with their help. I don't know. I gotta, like, that's my goal. I guess is to find the why, right? Whenever I'm down, that's what I tell myself is why. Why do they want to do this? Why? Why do they? Why? So, I don't know. This game's just really good to me. And, yeah, oh my god, I wanted to talk about, like, the level at the end. There was a level, so the level towards the end before the final chapter, like, Chaos, that chapter is super, like, annoying, but, like, in a good way, because it's, like, I thought because I had, like, stronger weapons, obviously, that wasn't the case, right? This game's really good at making you feel just enough to not feel overpowered, but also yet, like, not feeling overpowered. Like, you really don't. Like, there's a good balance in this game that I really do appreciate, and it makes every area a challenge to, like, resource manage, and I don't think there was a single moment in this game where I was like, oh yeah, I got all of this goodies, I'm set. No, there was always something, like, in the back of my mind that was like, oh, am I gonna get blood? Am I gonna be able to eat hunger? Like, should I, like, my weapon's gonna break? Like, the bullets I have are scarce, and maybe it's because I wasn't searching around as much as I thought. But I just feel like it was very well done in teaching you how to really manage your resource. And at one point, even when I had to completely throw out my loadout, I had a backup. Like, the game doesn't let you be stuck. It's like, okay, adapt, figure out something else. They give you all these blueprints to, like, improvise and find other things that can help you in case you can't find what you're looking for, which is really cool. I I really appreciate it. Like I had a double barrel shotgun and I had a revolver, yet I still couldn't do like I was still like managing bullets like crazy, making sure each one counted, getting as close as possible to the target, and making sure like I actually made every shot count, which is crazy. Like, even with the ammo that I knew that I would be getting, it's like I still had to like watch my back on crap. So yeah, I just really appreciated that in the game. Oh yeah, and this is like this. I don't. The symbols I don't mean something deep. I think it's like the bow. I don't know. I have to figure that. All of this has meaning, obviously. I just don't know yet. But yeah, I will. I might. I don't know. I could probably do a deep dive on each section as a whole to probably get a better understanding about the game and what it's about. But yeah. I mean, for now, I am gonna keep playing it. This game's good. I think if anything, it's probably added to the list of my comfort games to play. You know, like Overwatch, Mercy, and then this game. Very, very good comfort game. I really appreciate this game. It makes me feel it makes me feel heard, kind of heard in the sense not not like it's not speaking for me entirely, but I do see it's like it's something that helps others in my life hopefully see kind of my thought process at times and why it's harder some days than others to kind of keep up. And yeah, this is just a fantastic game. I'm so glad like the creator like released it on console. Thank fuck. You know, it took forever for me to experience this, and I don't even know if I would have. So thank gosh. And yeah, I'm gonna cut this one. Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I will talk to you later.